Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody feeling today? Um, as I'm waiting for my chat to come up, I'll just remind you my name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. If that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and let's get going. So, hey everybody, how's everybody feeling? Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Driver. Good morning, Danielle, Liz. Happy to see you all today. Sorry I'm a little late. It's been a crazy morning. My children went back to swim practice today. They're there right now down the street in our subdivision. We have a subdivision pool and swim team, and they love it. So, my husband was a big swimmer as a kid, and he, at some point, was actually training for the Olympics before his father passed away. So he didn't go to the Olympics, but still swims like a fish, even though he's a little thicker than he used to be. Pretty cool. So, good morning, Leche. Good morning, Jessica. Cindy, good morning. Susan, good morning. Uh-oh. Let me just turn that off. That's my doctor's office calling and telling me my prescription is ready. I hope. Um, Let's see. Good morning, Susan. Cindy, did I get you? Good morning, honey. Good morning, Anita. She said, oh, Anna, my bad. She said, good morning from Anna, Stockport, Manchester. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Susan. Alyssa, good morning. Muffy, good morning, you guys. I'm so happy. And she has her coffee. You know what? So do I, girl. In my dollar store cup. What's up? Still a little hot to drink, but sure smells good. Good morning, Colleen, my love. How are you? Good morning, Kelly. Kelly says, good morning. He keeps telling me we are meeting to come up with an agreement, but always cancels at the last minute. I feel so out of control. I emailed you about counseling. Sometimes I just want to give up. Kelly, if you haven't heard back from my assistant yet, let me know here in the chat, and I will get you set up myself. All right. Because I don't want you to give up. And what he's doing to you is a form of gaslighting and manipulation. He is trying to be in control. So yeah. Well, good morning, Amanda. She says I look awesome today. Thank you. Let's see here. Hair changes color says good morning, Angie and everyone. Good morning. Good morning. SM, good morning. Welcome back, everybody. It says hi, everyone. Amanda, I did the blinking eye and also some yoga for sleep. Oh, that's so great. SM was having trouble sleeping. Yes. And she was telling us that she hadn't been, I'm just going to turn my sound off of my phone here, everybody, because I keep, apparently not everybody is aware of the fact that I'm live at the moment. All right. Anyway, SM was having trouble with getting enough sleep. And so yesterday, Amanda suggested that if she blinked, I think it was if she blinked her eyes quickly for 2 minutes, she would fall asleep. And it turns out it worked. She also did some yoga. She said she got 7.5 hours of sleep. It took her only 10 minutes to fall asleep. I'm so happy to hear that. That is excellent news. I love this community. You guys, I was just thinking as I was getting ready to log in this morning, how much I love you guys, how awesome you are as a community, because really, and I said this in one of my cover photos for one of these videos, I said I have the best tribe, and I really, really believe that to be true. I think you guys are amazing, and I just want to say thank you. Okay, let me finish saying hello to everybody. All right. Good morning, Pastorindo Corazones, Maria Luisa Gutheim. You know, does that mean pastor of the heart? That's interesting. I love that. Okay, literal best. Good morning. I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? I'm so glad you're back. Let's see, Malta. Yay. Good morning, Malta. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Malta says good morning to everyone. Bama, girl, what is wrong? She says, I'm having a post-trauma attack. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Everybody send some good positive energy to our sweet Bama. JT Jillian. Hello, Jillian. She says, awesome autism video. And by the way, I did see your comment. I haven't had a chance to respond, but congratulations. I am very proud of you. You are correct. Jillian got a new job. I'm very excited for her. Very proud of her. Everybody give Jillian some love, and don't forget to send out sweet Bama some love. Caroline, good morning. Caroline Lynch. Bama says she needs prayers this morning. She can't function this morning. Lots of tears. So take your time, sweetie. We're here for you. I want to tell you that your honey and garlic remedy really helped. As you can tell, my voice sounds a lot better than it did yesterday. So she suggested to me that I eat 2 hearts of garlic and honey when my voice was hurting yesterday, and it still hurts a little, but not anyway like it was. So I want to share that with you guys. Oh, one more thing. A lot of you guys were asking me yesterday, could I save a copy of the chat, and I did. I put it on my site. So if you go to yesterday's video, there's a link to it. You can just click right through, and it's a free, it's just a link to download the whole chat in a PDF. You can download it or just look at it in your browser. No charge, no subscription required. So, because there was a lot of really great information shared in that yesterday. So yes. Yes, Bama says medication is poison, sis. Holistic. Yeah, yeah. And it really helped. Thank you. Um, let's see here. Amanda says that's great, SM, that it worked. Yes, absolutely. Amanda, can you put in our chat here today exactly what you, well, we could all look at the chat yesterday, I guess, but just remind us how, was it 2 minutes of fast blinking? What did you say exactly so that everybody can know if they're having trouble sleeping? Let's see. Alexa, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Bama Babe says, oh, I already read that one, Bama. Okay. Malta sends hugs to Bama. His thoughts and prayers are with you. Good morning, Christopher. Welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen you before, so let me just say welcome for the first time. Alyssa says, today marks my narcs and my anniversary. I'm trying so hard not to answer him or talk to him. He messaged me all night, all negatively about why he can't be happy about our anniversary. He's so negative. Honey, I want you to stop letting him message you. You don't deserve this. Okay. If you can avoid him, I would avoid him. I want to just send you some strength, and I want everybody to help me encourage Alyssa to stay strong today, because I know it's hard, sweetie. I know it is, but you're worth more than that. You deserve better than that. All right. All right. Trina. Hello, Trina Maxey. She's new today. She says, hi, Angie. Your videos have been a lifesaver for me. I've learned so much and I feel stronger than ever. Oh, I'm so proud of you. She says, 1 month, no contact. Congratulations. Hands up for Trina, everybody. That's awesome. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning. Good morning. I think you're new today too, aren't you? Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Pastor Corazones says, how can I make the narcissist leave me alone for good? He is a covert and vindictive one. Start by going no contact. Start by blocking him on your phone and your Facebook and your Instagram and your Twitter and your Pinterest and all the other things. And when you're forced to deal with him for some reason, him or her, him, you can go gray rock. So don't give him any of your emotional energy is the thing. And at least don't, of course you're going to have emotions. Of course you are, because you're human and you're probably an empath like the rest of us here. But if you focus on not giving him your sadness or your anger or your anxiety, don't let him see any of it, because that's what he feeds on like a vampire. So make sure that when you deal with him, you're straight-faced, no emotion, only business, and don't deal with him unless you absolutely have to. If you have children together, you'll have to deal with him. If you own property together, you may have to deal with him, but otherwise, you're not required to. So keep that in mind. And the best thing you can do is to not give him your emotions. He will become bored and move on, most likely. Keep yourself safe physically as well. And if you need to, go ahead and get yourself a restraining order if you can, where you live. Alyssa says, it's so hard not to respond, but I can't stand every anniversary being mean and doom and gloom and not needing to make this special. So, Alyssa, you guys are still together, right? In this case, maybe you need to do something sweet for yourself today. Maybe this can be a new year and you could do things differently. Maybe you could leave the house or stay away from him and try to stay focused on, not letting this happen again. I thought you guys were not still together, but I'm probably confused. I forget things sometimes. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Donna Doherty. She says, good morning, Angie. Good morning, everyone. Got her coffee, her little coffee. What are those things called? Emoji. It's so cute. Hey, literal driver says, hello. Hi. Bama says, my narcissist is addressing me physically on this forum. Has triggered me into a spiral. I'm a mess. I can admit it. It's okay to be a mess sometimes, honey. Admitting it, as you know, is the first step to getting better. So, Bama, I want you to tell me what you would say to me or to a daughter or a friend or anybody that you care about if they were in the same boat. Tell me that in the comments here, okay? Tell me what you would say to someone who is not yourself, who is in the same boat as you right now. What would you tell them? What would you suggest to them? Let me know, okay? Leche says, do you have any suggestions for parenting little ones who are struggling through this? Oh, honey, my kids don't sleep. They're scared and they need to be near me at night. They've seen a lot. Does it get better? It gets better. You've got to, stay close to them. You've got to let them feel secure with you. One of the things that I have done with my oldest son, I mean, to be fair, he was very young when I left my ex. But, speak to them. First of all, they've seen more than you think or more than some people would expect. Obviously, they've seen a lot. But knowing that they've seen a lot is the first step. Explain it to them on their level and just let them know that no matter what happens, no matter what dad does or anybody else does, mom's always going to be there for them, and give them that sense of security and unconditional love. Try not to be sad around them or let them see your sadness too much, but it's okay a little bit. It's okay for them to see you being sad sometimes, because then they know that you're human and that it's okay to be sad sometimes. But they also need to see you working on how you feel and working to help them feel better. So just keep them busy. Remember that idle hands, that whole idle hands do the devil's work. That's not what I'm talking about. But idle minds tend to think too much, right? I know that if I don't have things to do, even now, sometimes I get too much in my head. And intelligent people, and often I know that you're an intelligent person from our discussions here, so I assume your children are also relatively intelligent. No matter how young they are, they understand certain things, but they don't understand everything. So you just have to explain to them as much as you can, and let them be near you at night if they need to for now, and work through things together and do things for them that are fun and happy, and try to keep them busy. Busy is important right now for them and for you, actually. Good morning, Anne. How are you? Welcome back, Skeeter Ann. Katie Big. Hello, Katie. She says, Angie, I've listened to you almost daily since I split up with my narc ex-fiance 2.5 months ago. You've been a lifesaver. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Yes, ma'am, I heard that wheeze too. It means the world to me to hear that from you and from anyone else, because it's really my mission, I think, in life, or one of my big missions in life. So thank you. Raquel Molina, good morning, honey. I like your little coffee emoji. Alyssa says, speaking of gaslighting, he told me this weekend that I'm emotionally abusing him. Honey, how much longer do you think you're going to wait this out? You're so beautiful and you're so smart and strong. I want better for you. You deserve better. Let's try to. I just want better for you. You deserve it. I want you to want better for yourself too, and I think that you do. I think that's why you're here. Carlita, good morning. You guys all know Carlita. She's my co-author, along with Jillian, on my most, or JT in this chat here, on my most recent book. You know what, Jillian, if you're still here, I was in Dad's Surviving Divorces chat yesterday, and he was saying, one of his people was saying that she had a situation where her narcissist had her 20-month-old daughter, and you and I both know that's a horrible situation, and she wasn't able to see her daughter. So maybe we can talk later about doing maybe a video together, or you can send me information if you don't want to be on camera, and we can try to help a little bit with some of those custody issues. I've done a few videos on it, but Jillian, as you guys know, is a family attorney and has quite a lot of knowledge in this area. She might be able to give advice I can't in that particular area. Hey, Sarah Flair, welcome back. Nice to see you. Hey, MMH, welcome back. Good to see you too. Donna Doherty says, beautiful in blue and love the hair. Why, thank you. I always like to wear a little extra flowers sometimes. Good morning, Elise. How are you? Alexa says, being able to sleep is awesome. Congratulations. Indeed, it is. It is. And the other thing that I loved the suggestion that I knew her name a second ago, that was given that Amanda gave yesterday. And I recently have learned about the 4-7-8 technique, where you breathe in one, for 4 seconds, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, like that, and then hold it for 7 seconds, and then blow out through your mouth for 8 seconds. And if you do that for 2 minutes, it really does help you go to sleep as well. I did a video on it when I first heard about it, and I've been really, anytime I have trouble falling asleep since then, I've used it, and I've had no trouble. So it's very helpful. Yeah. Good morning, Judy Beeman. Welcome back. Welcome back, honey. All right, let's see. Oh, Trina. Oh my God. Trina says, I'm homeless, sleeping in my car. I'm scared the narcissist will find me and attack me again. Police can't help. He's always gone by the time they get there. Oh, my honey. Oh, my gosh. Trina, we need to find you some help. Where do you live? Can you tell us where you live, or can you email me? And I don't know what I can do, but I know that I can try to find you some resources, or we can try to find you something. I certainly don't want to see you being homeless, sleeping in your car, sweetie. I don't want that for you. Please keep us posted. Um, Sarah Flair, I think she agrees. Oh, and Sarah Flair says, is there a shelter nearby? Bama says sleep support, lavender oil used as a sleep support, or vetiver to help with mind not turning off. Oh, that has been my problem for my whole life. Magnesium supplement. Yeah. And here's a less awesome tip, a less holistic tip. Something that works for me for sleeping is watching old sitcoms. Sitcoms that don't have a lot of drama, that are just real kind of laid back and easy, and that I can close my eyes and listen to as I'm going to sleep. And that is not a holistic tip. That is a lazy person tip, but if you're desperate, it works. I learned about that one when I was a young mother, and my while I was still with my narcissist, we were during our first Christmas, our home was broken into and we were out of town, and I became very scared after that. And I couldn't sleep in the dark anymore. So I started watching sitcoms as I went to sleep. It really helped. Anyway, um, yeah, Sarah Flair says to Trina that a women's shelter will help, and I think that's accurate. I think they will help, and you certainly should not be living in your car, sweetheart. That's so dangerous and upsetting for people and for you. I'm certain it can't be comfortable. You deserve better. Anne says, love all your understanding of autistic people. You know what, Anne? I think that it's important to understand our fellow people as much as we can. And I am very fascinated by humans. And I like to learn about psychology and psychiatry and all of that stuff. But yeah, I have a very dear friend who has an autistic son who I know for sure has empathy. He's a sweetheart. And I know that a lot of our viewers and a lot of our community members are connected to autistic people, and I think we even have a few autistic people in our community. So I think it's just really important that we all try to understand people, especially people who, in my opinion, autistic people may be more evolved than we are in so many ways. And I don't know if a lot of people understand what I mean when I say that, but yeah. um, Marissa says, please say some uplifting words to work with today. I need it. Okay, Marissa, well, I don't know exactly what you're going through right now, but let me tell you that, you know, we all deserve to be loved. We all deserve to feel peace in our homes. And if you're going through, a breakup or a divorce, just know that every single day it gets a little bit better. It's very hard at first, but many of us have been through it or are going through it. I've been through it. It's miserable, but each day it gets a little better. And when you get through the whole thing, you'll come out so much stronger on the other end. You'll be stronger than anyone you know in real life, and you'll literally be able to do anything you want to do. In fact, I really believe that right now you can do anything you want to do if you just make the effort to do so and believe that you can. Check out my videos on law of attraction. I think that will be very helpful for you today, Marissa. Christopher says, hold on, I don't want to lose my place in this chat here. Christopher says, my ex cheated and subsequently left and married her affair partner. I would never expect it from her, knowing how self-centered she is, but I'm a little shocked at the complete lack of remorse. Oh, honey, after 10 years and 2 small kids, how do I co-parent with someone that drags her affair partner / husband into as many situations as possible? Christopher, this is a hard one, but for the sake of your children, the best thing you can do is you don't want to be rude about the affair partner, husband person, but what you want to understand is, number one, he is probably going to become a victim like you. Okay. Number two, knowing how self-centered she is, and the lack of remorse is probably proof of her being a narcissist. The best thing that I can say to you is, no matter what she does, please don't let yourself fall away from your children. What I would do in this situation is I would stop focusing on anything to do with her or him, and I would focus only on your children and treat her like a business person, like a business partner with the children. And so you don't talk to her with emotion ever, ever. Talk to her only about the children and keep it business-like. You may have to parallel parent instead of co-parenting. So you may parent the way you parent at your home, and she may parent the way she parents at her home. If you are forced to deal with the partner, I would keep it real cool. I would say very little, only what you need to say, be polite, but not overly friendly. And I would just keep it as cool as you can. Don't talk bad about him or her in front of the children. That will just make you look worse. Even if they're talking bad about you, don't even try to defend yourself. If your children say to you, Dad, why would mom say this? Or why did, ex or new husband say that? Just say, well, obviously they don't understand or they're dealing with their own stuff, but you know me, kids, you know your dad and you know how I really am. And here I am loving you unconditionally. It's a hard thing, Christopher. It's very hard, but keep your chin up. It'll get better and you'll, follow your intuition, follow your gut. You know how to take care of your children. You know how to love them. Just love them the best way that you can. Be there for them as much as you can and stay focused on the goal, which is raising healthy children. With a narcissistic mother, they're going to need even more unconditional love from you than the standard kid would. So know that. Know that you can be the parent who loves them unconditionally. As they get older, they'll know too. They'll see it. I promise you. I'm so sorry you're going through that, honey. I'm so sorry. Well, hello. I cannot pronounce this name. I'm singing Thiki for me. Hello, welcome. I like your hearts. Danielle says, praying for all of you. I know how much it hurts. Yes. Bama said, that makes me feel better. You feel better. Good. I'm glad. I know exactly what you mean by that one. Anytime, even if I'm feeling down, if I know I helped someone else, always helps me feel better a little bit. Kelly says, I didn't hear you answer me. Can you repeat it for me? I had to refresh the chat. Kelly, if you did not get the message, if my assistant didn't reach out to you and set up an appointment, email me again and I will make sure that it's done myself. Okay, I definitely want to be able to help you if I can. Jillian says, high five, Bama, praying for you. Jillian. Okay. Colleen says, me too, Bama, struggling today, but don't know why. Just having a day, I guess. Hope yours gets better. Colleen, I hope you're okay. What's going on? I've only got a few more minutes, guys, because I've got a very crazy full schedule today, so I'm going to have to hurry. Yes. Sarah Flera says 5-HTP. Is that a supplement, Sarah? Malta says, Trina Maxey, I'm sorry to hear this about the living in the car thing. Yeah, I'm definitely addressing this. You are not alone. And, if you can let us know where you live and let us know, what's happening, I'm happy to try to call around and try to help you find some resources. And I know that a lot of our community members may also have information that could help you. I've got a really, really amazing team of admins at SPAN and just amazing members in general. So between myself, my staff, and the SPAN group, I think we'll find something to help you one way or another. Yeah. Shastina says, good morning. Good morning, Shastina. Happy to have you. Oh, Carlita says, congratulations on the job, Jillian. We're proud of you. Christopher says, it feels like she's bent on destroying me. Honey, I know. I feel that. But you've got to stop that. You've got to stop focusing on her. She doesn't matter anymore. Okay? Only people that matter are you and the children. And obviously, you have to continue to deal with her as the co-parent of the children. But stop focusing on her. Only focus on them. She doesn't matter anymore. She lost her chance to be the center of your world by leaving you. So now it's you and the kids and whoever else you decide to love in the future. Okay? Give yourself time to heal. It's not really healthy to jump into another relationship without healing first. Yeah. Carlita says to Bama, she's praying for you. Good morning, Hoka. Glad to see you again, honey. Hoka, Corn Dancer Hawkeyes. Good morning. Judy Bima says Bama is right. I just got over eye shingles. Good Lord, woman. Oh, wait. Now I lost my space. Hold on. Da, 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 da. Breon. Good morning, Breon. Okay, wait a minute. I'm looking. I've lost my space. Okay. Well, I was going to read a comment from somebody. Oh my gosh, I wish I could find all the things. Okay. Trina has pepper spray. That's something. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, hey, Jamie B. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I'm trying to get there. Oh. Yes, here we go. Tish Posh says, peace. Going to cosmetology school has been a challenge, but I've been in for 2 months and haven't quit out of fear. Thanks for your support. That's amazing. Congratulations. Keep going. You're going to love it. You'll help so many people. I know that sounds weird, but honestly, I was just talking about this with a friend the other day. Being able to go being able to feel good about the way you look makes a huge difference in the way you feel about yourself. So cosmetologists, in a way, have a divine mission, in my opinion. Oh gosh, I keep losing my place in chat, you guys. I'm so sorry. I hope everybody else is keeping up with the chat because I'm missing things here, and I know that I am. I feel frustrated by that. Okay, Malta, Jillian. Okay, here we go. Judy says, Bama's right. I just got over eye shingles, and the best thing that worked were essential oils with water and a little mist bottle. Oh, right on. That is awesome stuff. Bama says depression and it sucks. Damn narcula. Well, Bama, what would you tell someone else for depression? What would you give them? What kind of advice would you give them for the oils and the herbs and all the awesomeness? I say change your vibration, stay focused on what you want, not what you don't want. And maybe you need to take a mental break from this narcula. Maybe you should consider, for the next few days, take a moment and each time you think about her, let it go and push it away and think about something else. If she's residing in your head, imagine yourself, this sounds silly, climbing a little ladder up the back of your neck and walking right into your brain and pushing her out your nostrils. I know it sounds silly, but sometimes a funny visualization like that can just be the thing we need to switch it up a little bit. Yep. Good morning, Rick Mash. Good morning. How are you? Amanda says, I read 1 minute of fast blinking will put you to sleep. I've seen this work on children and babies too. Yeah, that's what she said yesterday, and that worked for SM. So that's amazing. And I want to share that again. Again, if you guys wanted to see, hey, Chelsea. Chelsea says she's only here for a minute. Got to get my boy to school, then swim at the gym. Go, girl. Go self-love. Love that. You guys, yesterday we had a really great chat and there was a lot of information. Bama shared a lot, and a few other people were sharing things, and I think Body and Soul might have been. Well, anyway, I don't think she was here yesterday, but there's lots of good information about holistic healing in that chat, and I saved it in a PDF, and you can go to queenbeing.com and grab that, or just go to yesterday's chat. There's a direct link to it. So if you guys want to see it here on YouTube. Okay. Terry says, Alyssa, I deal with the same stuff. We got this, girl. Yes, I love you guys. Just need to be strong. That's right. Good morning, Nadia. Nadia says, good morning, Angie and survivors. Roxanne says, good morning. Jillian tells Alyssa, I have my own no contact anniversary coming up. We don't need them. Damn right, girl. Damn right. Yes. Anne says to Tish, go, go, go. You're awesome. Yes. Chelsea says, thanks for the advice yesterday about the new baby's name. I'm doing all of it. Oh, good for you. I'm so proud of you. Good for you. I hope it helps. Danielle says, my ex, I'm just wondering if narcs are more prone to violence. There's a percentage of narcissists who do commit physically violent acts. Not always, but it does happen, and it happens more than we'd like to believe. I'm glad to hear that this is your ex and not your current. And something that may or may not be of interest to you is that a lot of times, and this is, I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but I feel like I'm inspired to do so. A lot of times when we're talking about LGBT relationships, people discount any type of domestic violence that happens, but I want you guys to know that it is just as frequent in those relationships as it is in heterosexual relationships. And so that's why I've done several videos to that tune, and I'm working on, I just got a message from somebody the other day, or today, about possibly adding more LGBT resources to my site, and I'm planning to do that as well. So if anyone has LGBT resources they want me to include at queenbeing.com, hit me up with an email, angYatkinson@gmail.com, and let me know. Again, that's ANGY, not IE, ANGYatkinson@gmail.com. Even though my name is spelled ANGIE. I know. But anyway, when I made that email address, I was not on YouTube. So I did not think ahead of time, but it's old, so it works. All right. Amanda says, parent used a tissue veil over the... Oh, this is interesting, you guys. She said she saw a parent using a tissue to veil over the baby's face repeatedly to get them to blink, and then they were able to go to sleep, and it was pretty cool to see. Boy, I wish I'd have known that 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Danielle says, wondering if, oh yeah, I got you, honey. Okay, good morning, Jamie V. I think I've already said that, but okay. Okay, Alyssa says, thank you, ladies. We love you, Alyssa. Thank you for being here, and thank you for hearing us. Ann says, good morning, Jamie. Hoka says, 2.5 months no contact. He never swore at me, but he swears a lot at the new supply. She's a prostitute and a meth addict. Woo, he traded down, huh? Um, and has a truck they drive together everywhere, but never wanted to be seen with me. Obviously, his standards are a little kooky. You're a beautiful woman, and he's obviously got some really messed up standards. That's a common narcissistic thing. I don't know. I'm guessing maybe he is also into the drug thing if he's hanging out with a meth addict who is also a prostitute. Um, I'm sorry. You deserve better anyway. And so I would, if I would look, if I were you, I would try to see this as he obviously wasn't good enough for you and knew it. So he had to move into someone who was more his speed. Colleen says, congratulations to all the anniversaries. I'm 3 months no contact today. We all got this. I'm proud of you, Colleen. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. And you were no contact for a little while before that today, weren't you? I mean, did you guys? We'll talk about that later. All right, Malta. Oh my God, I forgot my coffee. Malta says, I'm bringing you all into the kitchen with me. Right on. Anne wants to know if Alyssa's okay. Yeah, she's trying to get the courage to leave. Okay. Jessica, hello. Welcome, welcome, Jessica Wallace. Christina Cox says, I'm new here and I just have to say you're amazing and helping me so much right now. Krista Cox. Well, thank you, Krista. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you. Glad to have you in part of our little community. Amanda says, ooh, coffee. Nadia says, I was a rock last night. He tried to make me feel guilty for his religious failures and tried to make our daughter think it's all my fault that we don't go to the mosque. We go to orchestra, said Zip. Good for you. Good for you. That is strong strength. It's beautiful, and you can do this. Keep your chin up. It's going to get better each day. Literal Best says, driver, hi, how you been? Nice to see you. Alyssa says, congratulations to everyone hanging on. We all deserve better. Praying for all of us. Indeed. Absolutely, yes. Can you feel the strength in this group? I just feel it, and I wish I could stay here all day. I've got an appointment. I've got to go. I'm so sorry. Welcome, Krista. I want to say, Bama says, trust God and know that you are divinely made. We only need validation from God or whatever you're into. I want to add that. Walk in your authenticity, even if alone. You know what? The validation factor is this. We must learn to self-validate. It is hard, but we have to. Because the fact is, no matter if it's, I'm not going to preach religion to you guys right now. And I respect everyone's religion and all the different religions. But let me say this. You must learn to self-validate. You must learn to know that you're amazing, know your strengths, know that you are worth loving and worth being loved. And then you have to love yourself really hard and not tolerate any less than you deserve. Okay, that is a big important thing. For example, I can't remember, if you search the word haters in my channel, you'll see a video where I kind of self-validated because I had this person calling me fat and ugly and all this stuff. And whatever. You can't. I thought it was kind of funny when it happened, and I pretty much said so in the video, but you can't let people bring you down, especially people who truly are misjudging you or people who don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, you guys, I want to keep talking. I have so many things to say and I have so many comments to read. I want to read them all. I'm going to save this chat and I'll put it in Queen Being today, so you guys will have a copy of it if you want it, and so I can finish reading through it. Oh, Rick, I'm so sorry. Oh, hello, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. You guys, I'm sorry. I have to go because I've got an appointment starting. My schedule is very full on Wednesdays, and today it's literally from 10 a.m. my time to 8 p.m. my time. I'll be in session. So busy day. But I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Jamie B. I'm glad you're doing better today. Okay, guys, the chat will keep going for a few minutes. Like I said, I'll make a copy of it and I'll upload the copy at queenbeing.com with today's video, so that you'll have that. I'll see you later today for another video if I can. It's going to be iffy, but I'll definitely be here tomorrow morning for our usual coffee time. And thank you so much for being a part of my life and a part of my day. Thank you for letting me be a part of yours. It really means more to me than I can say, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon.